All right, so we brought Matt back, and he is going to show us how to deal with the lie that gives tour players down to the club golfer absolute fits. I mean, it looks pretty innocuous, right? But this is a lie that can make you look silly trying to pitch the ball 10 yards.
I don't want to hit it right now.
I actually put you in the absolute worst spot I could find.
Yeah, out here at Isleworth on the short game area, you can see all these divots. A lot of the tour players come to hit this very shot because inevitably, no matter if you're a tour player or a 36 handicap, you will have this shot on the golf course.
And what we're talking about is this Bermuda grass that lays down flat. He's rolling down right from where the drainage is into the green. Nasty, nasty shot. There's no rough here. It's a tight lie. Some of you get nervous with tight lies, but now we added the extra element of pucker factor of the grain. So standing over this shot, what's your idea for playing this? What club? How are we putting it? Versus what we would do from a no grain type lie.
Well, obviously I'd keep it on the ground as best I could if I had the opportunity. So putter, hybrid, fairway wood, and just kind of scuttle putt, what I call it, up the hill. But we don't have that option.
If we were nice, we would have set you up with that shot.
Right, over here to
put
the
a
right.
bunker elbow here.
And some rough.
Corner of a bunker in the way.
Right.
All right, so the putter's out.
Putter's out, so we got to get it in the air a little bit.
Okay.
Right, so we're going to go with this club that I feel like I can kind of bang into that hill and kind of kill that first bounce. So for me, that's going to be probably a 54 degree.
Okay, we talking leading edge, bounce, what are we using here?
We're using the leading edge.
Okay.
We're not going to try to open this club up and use bounce. I'm going to put this club on the ground almost like my putter. I'm going to try to engage the toe. I do not want the heel to even get near the ground, because if that heel gets in there, this club's stopping quick.
Yeah, the toe is going to snap over and it's not going to get airborne and you're going to look silly.
Absolutely.
Okay, and we can't guarantee that ain't going to happen. This is live.
It could happen. I could look like a fool, but we're going to try.
Some of the best players in the world struggle with this shot.
Now, you know, if you come out here messing around, if I'm just having fun, I might try to open it up and hit a shot, but you know, I've done it before where I've missed the ball using the bounce, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna, in a tournament, I'm gonna try to hit that shot.
Okay, well let's do the three like we did last time. So let's do just out here practicing, how would you hit this shot?
So if I'm practicing,
like maybe taking on a little more risk.
So
and how do you even know it's into the grain, first of all? How does a player, like, I feel like most club golfers walk up to this, they don't even realize it's into the grain. So how do you know?
There's nothing wrong with just getting up to your shot, getting somewhere near your ball. I like to kind of look at what the ball's lying in and maybe find something that looks like my lie. You can come over here and you can kind of make some practice swings, and then you see all of a sudden, that's not good. That's pulling up some turf. So you know immediately it's into the grain, kind of like if you're going against your face, you haven't shaven in a day or so. So now I know, okay, I better be pretty on point with my shot. Now this would be the one I'm just practicing, so I'm going to try to hit a little bit of a spinning shot.
Okay.
I'm not going to try to get my handle as high. I'm just going to really get fancy. So let's see what we can do.
Oof, and that's what I'm talking about.
That doesn't breed a whole lot of confidence.
To add insult to injury, this ground is a little soft under here.
Right, very moist. Like Mike said, the drainage, the flow is coming right down to this low point right here. So now that really throws a red flag in my head, but you guys don't like me playing great every time, so let's see what happens.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see if this can be done with a normal shot.
Okay,
so,
not impressive to even get the club on it.
Right, I made great contact, right? But, you know, that shot's not going to get very close to the hole, because in my mind, I'm like, okay, at all costs, I want to hit this solid. So I probably got my low point way too far forward, and it came out low and fast.
Great
so what I noticed is all of that ground disturbance was way past the ball, and that club was really speeding up through there, because you know the chances are that grass is going to hit, the club's going to slow down, and it's going to be like a blah.
And great point, Mike. Most high handicap golfers get nervous and they slow down, and that's the kiss of death, right? We've all seen it where you get that one and just goes, whoop, stops and in trouble.
Okay, so definitely not going to try that against Shaun and myself.
No.
And Shaun and I are angling, and put in the comments down below if you'd like to see this happen. Shaun and I are angling for a match against Matt, a best ball versus Matt.
Yeah.
But would you do that playing against us?
No, playing against you, playing against the membership, I'm going to go to a shot that I can predict where this ball is going to land.
Okay, and that would be?
That would be me getting into the shot and taking out any option for the heel to grab. So my hands, like I said, are going to be higher than I probably would with my putter, and I'm going to try to just brush this ball off the ground. So we shouldn't see a whole lot of interaction with the turf.
Okay, so you got some forward shaft lean, heels way up in the air. It's okay for the toe to touch.
Absolutely.
Right? But there's very little surface contact with the wedge in the ground.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So this is kind of what I would call my dummy shot. So let's see how we work.
This would be great for me and Mike.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Get out of bed with this shot.
Let's see what we got.
Oh, that was nice.
So it really grabbed hard into the grain on the fringe, but you know what? From here, that's not that bad.
Well, and you managed to leave it under the hole.
Right.
So if you're choosing between those last two putts,
I like
that first putt may come back to here.
100%.
Yeah.
You make a great point there too. Expectation levels when you're on the golf course hitting these shots. You're hitting this shot thinking, ooh, that's pretty good from here.
Yes, yeah. Inside 15 feet, I'm very, very happy. I mean, obviously the competitor in me wants to hit it closer, but realistically, it's just not going to happen.
Repeat that. Inside of how many feet?
15 feet.
15 feet. We've done playing lessons with golfers from 180 yards that are disturbed at 15 feet.
No. Yeah, the information's there online. If you want to see where great players on the PGA Tour, LPGA Tour, the Live Tour, where they leave their shots from around the green, go check it out. It's not as good as you think.
Especially from different lies, right?
Absolutely.
Some lie dependent and shot dependent, but this is why it's important to hang out with better players.
Yes.
You can learn so much hanging out with good players just from that point of view. Like, hey, I want you to hit this shot. You know what? If it's within 15 feet, that's great. I mean, that's such good information for a handicap golfer to have.
Yeah, damage control. We want to try to make the bad shots less bad and the good shots maybe a little better, but the foremost thing is to get rid of the double bogeys, triple bogeys. One
of the best advice that I've gotten over the years is play the shot that you're likely to pull off, not the shot that you can pull off. Right? You're likely going to get that one closer than that first one you tried. I think a few caddies of mine on the PGA Tour would say that I screwed that up a lot. So yes, don't try to hit the shot that you think you can pull off. Let's stick with the pedestrian one that you know you can hit. Okay,
Great.
One more shot. I don't know, just standing in this lie kind of raises everybody's blood pressure. For all the marbles now, our fourth U.S. Senior Open.
Man,
I'm giving you that last putt on the other video. All right, so fourth U.S. Senior Open, brutal lie. All you need to do here is protect par.
Protect par. So we're going to go really hard on our mental image of where this ball needs to land. Not a given, but we're hoping that we've practiced this shot early in the week, so let's see what we can do.
Oh, that is pretty good right there.
Ooh, that's a good one.
What a
best
great
of the
shot.
bunch.
I'm going to give it a golf clap.
Thank you. Appreciate
Notice
that.
how I said all you got to do is protect par. Like this isn't easy up and down. Don't screw it up now.
That's it.
All right, so just creating this scenario when you were hitting this shot kind of got your mind more engaged. You were more focused on that last shot and you performed better.
Absolutely.
Right. Create these scenarios for yourself rather than just, like you said, throw down 50 balls. And I remember the 2 good ones I hit out of there and forgot the 38 fluffs that I hit. But you create these where there's consequences on this shot. You'll start to perform better when it's actually real.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, you don't get paid by quantity in this game, you know?
It's the opposite.
Yeah.
That was my problem.
And mine too. I spent 25 years, hitting ball after ball and thinking that's going to make it better. Dedicated practice is 3 to 5 shots from these shots and move around. Have some fun with it. That's why they call it practice.
If you're not at Matt's skill level, don't expect, like that first ball you hit, the farthest ball, that may be a good shot for a lot of golfers out of this lie.
Absolutely.
Okay, so again, base your expectations in reality, then have the confidence in your technique to perform. Don't try, if you haven't practiced this shot, don't aim right at the flag expecting to pull it off every time. Give yourself the practice necessary. Give yourself the consequences, right? The tension for these shots necessary so you can actually perform it on the golf course.
I agree 100%.